very important. Whichever team is able to string those on, you should be able to perhaps get a stronghold on the game. But when we move on to P3 as well as P4, who's going to be able to control those spawns? Who's going to be able to perhaps get the momentum on from that spawn control from P2 in itself, right? It's all about map masteries, not just about the gunfights anymore. And Ultimate ePro opening things up great here at control room number 2, picking up quite a number of these points. PDR Esports a little bit late to the party, but they don't really have to worry about so much just yet. A cool and collected move in here to fight for it, as long as they don't give away too many deaths, because you don't really want Ultimate ePro to rake up those score streaks as well.
Ultimate ePro have a lot on the plate at the moment, but it seems like Control, for the meantime, did kind of go their way early. PDR Esports now at the 10-point mark, and they're looking to tie this game up, at least at the end of the first point as we move into P2 in just a bit. Can they snowball this into Control in P2? That remains to be seen here, AJ. It is now with a clear up PDR with that man advantage for the meantime, but Ultimate ePro, we're flooding over the sides. They're going to be looking over to try and quickly rotate into P2 as PDR have brought it within a few points, 5 points here of a deficit only as we move into P2.
Yeah, let me bring your attention over to the mini-map. The players from Ultimate ePro immediately moving over to the green radar. They want to hold on to that spawn first before they go in for the push onto the hard point. There you go. The spawn now belongs to these players. They should be able to trickle in very strongly one after the other to hold on to that hard point. All out Ultimate ePro here. Unless PDR Esports can go in to not only reset their spawn, but also bring in some of these heavy gunfights. Beautiful plays coming in here. The sentry being pulled out, but I don't really agree with the placement though, Nico.
I have to agree here, AJ. What was that? A bit off kilter. That's not what we were really expecting from a team of this caliber. But okay, Young Jay, Yato, especially with the KRM, just fully making use of that cryo nade to be able to slow down the pusher coming from the side. Ultimate E, and now they have that control. They have those points as we're going into P3. PDR are trying to take an early control of that, trying to take the early positioning to be able to hold down the line. But will they have a rock-solid hold on P3? It seems for the meantime, PDR are doing a good job of keeping them at the gates. And Rage will find another kill with the KRM. He's doing so much work to hold down the line. Hold down P3 coming from Rage. He's certainly angry about that. The Ultimate ePro, they're trying to funnel on in. They have the favorable spawn. They are at the gates here of this point, but PDR are doing a great job of keeping them at bay.
Yeah, it will be PDR that wins this because it's all out map mastery by... Sorry, it will be Ultimate ePro that wins because it's all out map mastery by them, right? Once again, right after they've won over the second hard point, the players back away in towards deep for the Special Forces base. They want to control the spawn first. Yes, PDR was winning a couple of these fights. Rage was amazing with the KRM, and he will be able to pull the hard point back. But the numbers as well as the spawn to Ultimate ePro, what in the world? Rage finally gets taken down. Monstrous play coming in here solo from him, but it's not gonna be worth anything if PDR does not start mastering the whole of the map. And now early rotations coming in here from the PDR brand. They should be able to put up quite a great fight for P4. They've already wasted a sentry gun over at P2 earlier, so hopefully they've got one to bring in for support this time round. Spawns coming through from Ultimate ePro at the red garage. This does not look good for PDR.
PDR here on the push right now. They have to make a stop here as we're on the P4 already, and Ultimate ePro once again has a firm hold on that aspect. And on PDR, you can see that they're trying to kind of encircle the point here, but they can't really get to the wings of that. They can't get to the flanks. Huge will try and do and hold on here, but PDR, okay, they found their way on in. Javen will not be able to get those kills, not be able to clean up the crew of the Ultimate ePro side. And PDR, they have taken some points back in their way. Not letting this one get too out of hand, but Ultimate ePro still have some cushion to work with.
Yeah, excellent plays coming through from PDR. They managed to get that spawn back, but they have to hold on to it a little bit stronger here. Beautiful plays coming through from one and only Rage once again. 25 kills in here so far, and he should be able to help his team members string on the point into control room number 2. 77 points on the board for the side of PDR Esports, but they're not too far away. 20 points behind Ultimate ePro, and they bring it well into control room number 2. Beautiful on the gravity spikes, and PDR's not down and out for the count just yet, Nico.
They're holding on here. They've got that life raft to be able to keep on floating in the rough waters that Ultimate ePro are putting them in, and PDR Esports are not going to be letting go for the meantime. Ultimate ePro, they have taken P1 once again, but not for too long, as PDR are going to answer back, and they're not letting this get too out of hand. Barely at 100 points there for Ultimate ePro, but still PDR, they're clawing their way back in. Such a scrappy fight, such a tenacious squad that they're putting out here, and that Cryonade will kind of bite them in the back, and that's a good positioning. They're really using the Cryonade here. One of the teams that we actually have seen use the Cryonade a lot more often than some of the other teams here in the playoffs, and they're using that to full effect. Really good area denial with that Cryo, and Ultimate ePro, they have even a bigger lead, but it's not really going to be that far up ahead. If PDR can get back point 2, then this can easily be us going to a final point.
Well, this time the spawn belongs to the side of PDR, but look at Ultimate ePro. They are fighting for the spawns first. If PDR Esports can hold on to their own, win these gunfights, and then go in for the challenge onto that hard point, things can turn around. But as I say, that time is running out. Challenge now from one player from the side of PDR. Millones gets snuffed out, but it's still in the hands of Ultimate ePro. PDR Esports needs to put up a better fight, and they finally come through, winning all of their gunfights as well. Hard point pulled right back into the bag, 90 to 129, and now the fight starts. Can Rage help his team hold on to the hard point? Yato in here with that katana. He should be able to ask these tough questions, and back for the fight. Ultimate ePro looking to close this off.
Ultimate ePro now here, 137. He's got on his hands, and looks, what an ultimate, what was that? A prayer missile landing and going nuclear here on the side of Ultimate E. And now they're 10 points away from taking this map number 1. PDR are going to have to bring it back here as we move into point 3. This could be their final stand, Adrian. It's looking to be the case. They do have some spawns here, but so are Ultimate ePro.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late for the side of PDR Esports because they just started playing map control, right? Unfortunately for them, Ultimate ePro has been at that game from the get-go, and now PDR Esports just trying to win this purely through gunfights. It's not going to be possible, my friend. This is not the group stages. This is the playoffs for the Philippines Championship, and you need to play the map. Ultimate ePro, what a performance.
But a great job here coming from Ultimate ePro to be able to really hold down the line there. And even when there were some slights, some kind of openings that for the side of for the side of PDR rather, they were kind of able to utilize and making it a lot closer. It never really shook the side here of Ultimate ePro. You can never really see them stirred by what PDR were doing. They're able to just fully regain themselves and come back into it. When they made that lead, and suddenly, PDR were making it very close, cutting that lead down to just 20 points or something. You saw that Ultimate ePro were able to regain themselves, just take a deep breath, and afterwards, completely ride it out, smooth sailing. Very nicely done from Ultimate ePro to take back.